Thanks, man.
So you talk about music. I know you wanted to talk about it. Tell me, what did you think of the Super Bowl?
Oh,
Tell
man.
me about the show. Tell me about the game.
Super Bowl was to me, honestly, the game, it was a little boring to me. You know what I mean? Me personally, I thought KC was going to win. I really did, but I knew it was going to be a good game. But I did not know they're just going to bum out like that. I never seen Patty play like that since I've been watching them. I haven't.
Told you.
You did.
I didn't.
Did.
I thought Saquon would have had more of a factor. But all year long, the only thing Philly really had going was they were really good on defense.
See, I just knew. I knew Andy Reid and them boys, they was gonna make Jalen beat them, and that's what happened. They didn't let Saquon beat them. We playing for Saquon. They ain't playing for Jalen to sling that biscuit like that. He had a hell of a game, and I said they have to play perfect football to beat them boys, and no, they played perfect defense ball and special teams ball, offense. They was clicking. So for them not to even put up no points like that until like the game was over was terrible. So
and those are garbage time. I mean, if we're being real, that like I understand they're trying to come back, but they were putting those points up with like 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, and they had their second string in, so that don't even count. They started putting the second string in.
Think about that. Like, okay, that's a good statistic I'd love to know is when was the last time the second string of any team was put in a Super Bowl?
I don't even think never.
Right?
So you cannot compare them boys to Tom Brady and them no more. Tom ain't never went out like that. No. I'm sorry. Him and Belichick never went out like that. They gonna put up a fight. They gonna beat you, or you just beat them by like a field goal or something. You ain't really spanked Tom Brady and them like that, man.
I'm gonna be real though. Patriots fans and Buccaneers fans are gonna love me for this, but it's the truth. Okay, there was never a conversation in my world, if we were being honest, between Brady and Mahomes because Brady played Mahomes, and Brady not only stopped him from going to the further in the playoffs the 1 year, but he's the one that beat Mahomes on a new team in a playoff during COVID, right? And you know, he had Bruce Arians as a coach and all that, but I'm just saying, like, that win for the Bucs was Tom Brady.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
And so it's like, here's the thing, it's a Bills fan. When we needed Tom Brady to be the dark horse and come in and take down the new evil empire for us, he fucking did it.
He did that. He went to the NFC and spanked motherfuckers.
So it was, in my world, you can never compare to, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is.
No, that's a fact. I'll give you that. That's definitely a fact. Because they never seen the 3-peat. They was trying to and all that, but them boys couldn't roll with Philly.
It's not like a Michael Jordan thing where he never played with LeBron against LeBron in that capacity.
Right,
so we can have that conversation. We've seen them in a Super Bowl and what happened.
No, spank mode. No, that's a fact. Who came up with the win? The GOAT.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
The actual GOAT.
Yeah. I don't care about none of this Bills Mafia all day, but we wasn't near this year. So we had to pick something.
If you're being honest as a real football fan, Tom Brady is different than Tom Brady on the Patriots. Like, he ain't the same person that he was. When he was playing for the Patriots and he was against Buffalo, all he wanted to do is destroy whoever he was playing to win because he's like an ultimate competitor. But since and I almost feel this way with Belichick a little bit too, since they're not on that team and they're on to different things, they're trying to be different people. So I can tolerate listening to Tom now.
Yeah.
Before I wanted to throw a dick at him on the field. Pause.
Not on the field.
On the field. that you know, Bills Mafia.
Yeah, Bills Mafia. They have done it before.
How did they get that in the stadium? Where are they putting that, Twan?
I don't want to even know where they putting it at. I don't even want to know where they putting the purple at, man.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, well, that's what we thought about the game. The halftime show I think it was kind of dope. It was cool. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a Kendrick fan. Yeah, I mean, I listen to Kendrick music. He got a couple joints. I believe it was cool. To me, I don't think it was the best that I've seen, but the numbers that he hit tops Michael Jackson joints. So right now he is the number one for views, like 133 million or something. He topped that. I think he could have played more like of hits. But all in all, performance, message, how he was doing it, and what's been going on, because Kendrick had a hell of a year run. And to be at the Super Bowl and do what you do, It was cool to me. It was cool. You know, I walked away just a little bit, 1 or 2 times, but it was cool. I like it. It was cool.
Yeah.
How about you? What you thought about it?
I mean, I watched the whole thing. I didn't have an issue. You know, I liked it. Obviously, I'm a film guy. I bet you our listeners probably and viewers don't know this. I'll put a clip of it on the screen so you can understand and see what I'm talking about. But it's the first time that they did what they call live color grading. You know, when we film our podcast here, if you all were to see our raw footage, it is kind of gray. And with the color grading in post, I will add the colors and make Twan look as amazing as he already does.
Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that.
Yes,
Drew.
sir. But this is the first time I actually never heard of it, so I thought it was kind of an amazing look at that halftime that they did some sort of live color grading with this. And as you can see with the examples I'm putting on the screen, it's actually very cool. You see like the orange and blue hints, and then it's almost like the cinematic quality that's just not normally seen. All that was great. The only thing I did have an issue with, which you and I have already talked about, is just I'm not a Kendrick fan. Like I don't listen to his music. I like all kinds of hip hop and rap. So for me, I don't like the narrative that's afterwards about like if I didn't like the Super Bowl, it means all these things that aren't necessarily me. But I didn't have an issue with the performance. I don't understand like people saying they didn't understand him.
Performance.
None of that shit was. It was good.
Yeah, well, he definitely was. It was definitely a good performance.
And it, think back to like Katy Perry or like any of them where they have like the whole thing they're swinging from and stuff. It felt more about what he was doing than those things. So there was no issue with it.
Yeah.
And is this not an annual thing we go through? Someone's always gonna be mad.
You know you're gonna have a problem with the halftime, no matter who it is or no matter what they talking about. You're gonna have a problem. You got to.
My buddy Gilly that commented on, I believe, either your post or somebody's post said, I would have preferred to have classic rock. I said, Gilly, who the hell wanted like what market are you thinking this is for right now?
Yeah, for now.
They
could mix it. They could start mixing it up though. They can. They could go pop, rock, clap, whatever. Because again, it's the Super Bowl. It's all types of people with all types of opinions and listen to all varieties of music.
You don't think that they do mix it up? I mean, just because last year they had, last year was the Dre and, was that last year?
No, they had Usher. Last year, Usher was last year.
Usher
then
was
I
last
think
year.
Dre and them was the year before.
See, those are, in my opinion, those are top 5 years.
It's
bring
been
me
rolling.
Usher, and then you bring the year with Dre and all them with Snoop.
Yeah,
that was top 5 ever.
Yeah,
right.
That's a fact.
So, what's the complaint there? Now you're telling me that Kendrick was the most viewed in history, so that's a success, regardless. Because even if you get bad press, it's good press, right?
All press is good press.
So I don't know. I feel like they do mix it up. I just think you're never gonna please everybody.
Yeah, and that's just like in the world. You're never gonna please everybody.
True.
If you're doing this, somebody's gonna have a problem. If I'm doing that, this person got a problem. Like, just gotta damn near pick your poison and should wait your turn.
Yeah, the Wizards gotta put the social media down. I can tell you that much. That shit.
Start getting to
you. Start getting into it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? People be talking crazy in this world, but